Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. Halloween in Saudi Arabia is being shared on social media and people are surprised why this is happening in Saudi. The people in Saudi, the liberal folk, are frustrated and they're saying, why are people judging us? Don't judge me, Tupac's line. And their notion is, look, other countries have liberalized and they're being successful, and why are you trying to inhibit us? Well, the reason is because Saudi Arabia is the center when it comes to Islam. It has Makkah, Medina, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the companions have walked on there. It's the hub of al-Islam. And that's why we as Muslims, we expect more from Saudi, because they have experienced Islam with a concentration that other countries and civilizations may not necessarily have. That's why. And we expect Saudi to be more cognizant of the fact that them liberalizing in this aspect, or them liberalizing and copying the West, is not suitable for someone like them. I mean, the example is like that of a disbeliever and a hypocrite. Hypocrite will be in the lowest levels of the hellfire as opposed to the disbeliever. Why? Because the hypocrite has seen the faith and the religion. Yeah? And that's why we have more of an expectation of Saudi. We understand that, look, Saudi's oil is running out and Saudi wants to liberalize and show itself to be more accommodating to the tourists and the West. We get that, yeah? And the influence of the West on Saudi has been significant since Lawrence of Arabia, and we know The Economic Hitman by John Perkins. Yeah, he also talks about how, the higher ups aspire to the West and that sort of stuff. But Halloween is like the epitome, is like the peak of paganism. I mean, if you want to do something, Halloween is a bit too bait. Hallow bloody ween. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going a bit excessive. Why not start off with something small? Yeah, Halloween is just people dressed as demons, ghouls and goblins. What's the logic? It's just not suitable for a country like Saudi. Yeah, but it is also interesting to see that people in Muslim countries don't feel affinity with the scholarly class. Why? Because religion is just seen as a list. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And that's why people, they don't feel a connection. Islam, the Prophet ﷺ said, I came, 𝗧𝗪𝗍, to purify the people. Yet tazkiyah has become a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? Purifying yourself from ego, from enmity, from hubbud dunya, love of the dunya. But unfortunately and sadly, we have succumbed to those things, and Islam has been relegated to something that happens on Jummah or positions. The spiritual side of Islam is no longer there. We ask kids if they've prayed. We don't ask them how they've experienced and what the experience is after they have prayed. So guys, this is something that we also need to understand, rather than saying, yeah, we expect this and we expect that. Look at how we're implementing the religion in our countries and in our homes as well. But if Saudi wants to go down this liberalization path, we as people that live in this country, we know the cost of liberalism. Yeah, kids are confused now if they're male or female. In fact, you cannot say that this is a male and this is a female. It's become somewhat of an offense now. The government is now enforcing this. Ofsted in schools are now enforcing this. Inflation and feminism is causing women to go out of their homes and work, which means that they are not investing as much time in the youth. The fathers are out. So the kids, they're learning from the entertainment, YouTube, Netflix and the likes. And we know we've made enough videos about how they are using LGBT and how they are enforcing their own kind of ideas, teaching our kids using colors and using amazing cinematography. How are we going to compete with that when the father and the mother comes home at the end of the day for 15-20 minutes? How are you going to undo all of that, mate? We have to be realistic when it comes to this sort of stuff. Yeah, and here's a report where the NHS is spending a significant amount on people that are just sticking stuff up their backside. You know what I'm saying? If you have no rules and ethics, you're just gonna jam stuff up your backside, frankly. You know what I'm saying? Education is getting less funding than entertainment. Actors are idolized, but teachers, they're quitting, frankly, because the government is tying their hands. The curriculum has become a joke. The kids don't know how to grow food. They don't know how to do their own taxes. They don't know about nutrition, and they don't know how to effectively live in a society. They are being trained to become cogs in the system as opposed to leaders. You know what I'm saying? Males are being demasculinized, yeah, with these endocrine disruptors in the form of deodorants and the likes. And the males, anytime someone becomes, you know, a male, they want to be protective over their family, they want to go to the gym, they want to earn well, and you know what I'm saying? Look after themselves. No, toxic masculinity, mate. Yeah, what's shown in our society is
the beta males. That's the way to go, mate.
Give flowers, give chocolates, and chase after the woman, and you know what I'm saying, cry and show your emotions, mate. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they're taking that to an extreme. So these are just a few things that liberalism is doing. The nuclear family has broken here. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nuclear family or creating kids has become a thing of the past. And if countries like Saudi, they're saying, look, we just want to bring the tourists in, this is not really what we believe in, blah, blah, blah. What does Allah say in the Quran? Don't even go near zina. Don't even go near it. Don't shake the hand of the opposite gender. You don't even need to give salam to the opposite gender. Why? Because that's where these things creep in from. Creeping slowly, slowly, slowly. You know what I'm saying? Kids in our schools are being told to masturbate. They don't even know about the basics and the fundamentals of life, and this is what they're being told in schools. Don't you think that's going to affect your own populations? You are just inviting ruin to your country. Halloween is just, I'm just using that as a symbol, you know what I'm saying? Like Halloween and stuff like that is where it begins. I mean, if you're okay with your people going around dressed as idiots, let's face it, I mean, where do you draw the line?